Imagine taking a step just to no-clip through the ground into a world of unlimited repeating rooms. And no matter how far you look, you can't find the exit. And then you no-clip through the back rooms into the front rooms.
And then in the front rooms, you find this little chud in the corner. His name's Daryl, this little gnome. And you tickle his cheek, you're like, oh!
The Backrooms movie just dropped. I still haven't seen it, and I wanted to get some more lore on how this all started. So we really took a deep dive today into what that really is. What to know before you watch The Backrooms. Bro, I really hope this movie's good. Who decided that hazmat suits would be like the most scary thing to put in the back rooms? Is it like toxic in there? I'm trying to really figure out why they have to wear them.
To those who have been on the internet for a while, it seems common that these walls are something that every online horror fan has burned into their memory. But to the general public, this month may be the first time they have heard or seen what they will soon come to know as the Backrooms. If you haven't seen, a new trailer just dropped for the Backrooms movie, and the hype that has built around
Live footage from inside Oz's head. This isn't what it looks like in my head, bro. It's not empty. I don't have an empty head. Like, are we serious? I have a lot of things going on, man. I have a big brain with a lot of smart thoughts, okay?
around this film is insane. The Backrooms is about to become mainstream, and if you aren't familiar with the concept and the trailer has you a little confused,
Oh my gosh, this middle stack of furniture might be the most iconic thing from the Backrooms, man. What if it just broke through the floor and then the Backrooms become the front rooms randomly?
this video is to help you out. Because maybe some of you are young enough that the only relationship you have to this is scary games that you've seen your favorite YouTuber play, or some of you were past the prime internet age and you are just confused as hell as to what is happening. Put it simply, the Backrooms is this idea that if you fell just right or took a wrong step at the perfect time, you could accidentally fall through your world and into this maze of yellow horrors. Originally,
So it's basically like when the atoms perfectly align and you can phase through the ground, no clip through into the back rooms. What if your atoms perfectly align in the back rooms, then you go to the front rooms? It's pretty freaking obvious. Like, what else would happen, bro?
the concept of the Backrooms came from an online post years ago. This simple picture has birthed thousands of different stories. An entire YouTube series and communities are based around this single image that users coined as the Backrooms. A place that feels human but lost in time.
Liminal
Almost
space,
outside
chat.
of our world, entirely a new one but so familiar. And online it is legendary. But with so many different takes on the Backrooms in the last decade,
Yeah, I think the weirdest ones is when there's like one object in a massive room. Like, what even is this? Look, it's just nothing and then just random statues. Like, who even are these people?
different takes on the Backrooms in the last decade plus, you may be wondering, what is this upcoming movie going to be about? Well, luckily spearheading the project as one of the directors is Kane Parsons, better known online as Kane Pixels, who is the creator of the YouTube
GOAT, bro.
series
This guy's
titled
legend.
The Backrooms. And these videos basically exploded the Backrooms from a random creepypasta, specifically for its at the time very hyper-realistic take, almost single-handedly reintroducing first-person horror in a way we've never seen. As viewers,
I haven't watched any of his videos, but I have to, bro. I've heard they're really peak. Kane Parsons, he used to make YouTube videos of the Backrooms, and now he's making the movie. That's crazy. Bro, I swear in a lot of cases now, they're getting YouTubers to make like real movies that go into theaters. Like, for example, Obsession, it was made by someone that was a YouTuber before. This movie, made by a YouTuber. I think Markiplier obviously made a movie. That's another one. That's why we find abandoned buildings creepy. It's like the feeling when there's an empty space where there's supposed to be people. That's like the weird feeling.
the first time we're able to enter a world they never thought would be possible. Now, I do want to note he's not the creator, but he's sort of like the Ben Franklin of it. He didn't invent it extremely popular, weaving in viewers with an insane concept and unfolding plot that only gets more twisted as time goes on. I understand why A24 picked him, and it's also very safe to say that he will most likely be pulling a lot of influence from his previous work, especially since we see a lot of scenes in the Backroom trailer that use the same first-person POV. So
I haven't seen the movie yet. Bro, my favorite thing about the movie, from what I've seen in the trailers, is how they use this like TV static type visual instead of doing like perfect quality. I feel like it gives like the lost footage kind of vibes. I don't know if all of the scenes are like this. I'm guessing where it's only in the back rooms where like the footage looks like this. It just feels like scarier for some reason. The scariest for me is the running hall. The hall just runs away. Wait, what are you talking about? Imagine that, chat. You're in the back rooms and then just freaking in front of you an entire hallway just stands up and just like freaking runs away.
So today, I'm going to prepare those of you who may be new, or may just need a rehash on the surface level understanding of the Backrooms lore and what we might expect to see in this upcoming movie. This is going to be a shorter, more digestible topic cover, but who knows?
Whoa, stop using big words. Digestible.
First, I'm going to cover the trailer and check out some Easter eggs you might have missed or things you could be a little confused on. Opening up to a furniture store, Captain Clark really has no story purpose in the Backrooms online series. It's more of an Easter egg to the original picture since the Backrooms photo was supposedly taken in a closing furniture store. This one belongs to our
Chat, this looks like part of the Backrooms. Who would even want terrifying? I don't even know why, to be honest. It's a weird looking furniture store.
protagonist Clark, who seems to have found a doorway in his store's basement. Doorway is how Kane refers to
Oh, it's in a furniture store's basement? I thought it was in a random house. Am I a chud?
openings to the Backrooms in his series. Most of the time they're completely invisible, which is why people don't know they're entering the Backrooms, and these doorways appear all over the world and throughout time.
Oh, so it's not only one door. It just appears in random places. That's weird. Yeah, chat, I don't know if you guys saw, they were doing promotion for the Backrooms where they were like getting tape and putting it on random walls, like a door. It was like some weird promotion they were doing. It was fire. Your friend said the movie was ass. Way to ruin the mood. Like, no, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard so many mixed things about it. I've heard some people say it's really bad and some people say it's really good. Like, I was hoping Backrooms would be better than Obsession, but I watched Obsession. It was really good. I'm not picky, bro. I can't lie with movies. There's a lot of people that are analytical that are like, oh, dude, this little thing was off and it ruined the whole movie. I'm not like that. If it's cool, I'll watch it. Oh, it wasn't that enough of a horror. Oh well, bro. As long as it's cool.
On that later. For this split-second frame, we can see a commercial for a therapist, maybe even a psychiatrist, Dr. Mary Klein. From what we can tell from the narration, Clark seems to be mapping out the entire area of the Backrooms from his entrance. Yeah, Clark, you might be doing that for a while, but his
Yo, my boy Clark, don't ever underestimate him, man. He's gonna map out that entire thing. He don't care, man. He's locked in as hell, okay? What, is he tying him to something? Are they tying ropes together so they don't get lost?
methods, such as tying a rope to track where he's at, is very smart, as is something we see done a lot in the online scene.
Yo, chat, is it bad that if I saw this slide, I would just go head first down it? Like, just on my stomach? I don't know. It just looks too slidable.
In the online series, specifically by a company called Async, who I'll also get into later, but they may be the people who we see monitoring Clark on the camera screens, and I'm 100% sure these are Async workers in the hazmat suits, which Kane uses these models all the time. Also something you might have
Wait, so Async is the furniture store?
missed, the painting that's behind these guys in this scene is also seen earlier in the furniture store. And I'm gonna say it right now, that is not a coincidence. We also see Clark looking for the exit, which is no longer there, as the Backrooms has a tendency to move you around in space and time.
Oh, so it's not that the exit moved, it's that you moved? So if you stand still in the Backrooms, chat, do you just like teleport eventually? Is that how it works? That's so weird. Does time move differently? Like, if, for example, if you go into the Backrooms and then come out, has no time passed or has like years passed? Ooh, these are all good questions that I don't know how to answer, and I'm just saying stuff.
Things get confusing very quickly if you're not paying attention. Quick! What was the date on the TV screen? Oh, come on. It's not a Backrooms video if you're not analyzing and logging everything. Now, since this is
I wasn't looking at the damn date on the TV screen. Didn't think it would be relevant, to be honest. My brain filtered it out.
trailer, I really don't want to make too bold of a claim here, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this woman is probably gonna die. Not just because she's covered in blood and the backroom seems to be
Oh, hell no. The claustrophobia? Look at
gonna
this.
die. Not just because she
Like, I would actually die. I would die of, like, hyperventilation. I'm joking. Why am I over-exaggerating? I don't have claustrophobia. I'm a LARPer. Yo, I'm just, like, faking everything for no reason.
covered in blood and the backroom seems to be closing in on her. It's instead because you all see that doorway, right? Doorways into the backrooms can be anywhere, even 1,000 feet up in the air. And that basically wraps up the trailer. Now with that out of the way, it's time to go through some.
So if you leave the backrooms, you might just start free falling from the sky. So you're like, yo, I finally made it out. Let's go. Dude, like, that would suck. Imagine, like, you for genuinely, like, 7 hours, you're trying to find an exit. You finally find one. You leave through the door, and you start just free falling into China, and you can't do anything about it.
Major topics in the OG series to get you up to date with everything in a timely manner.
I haven't seen
the
it,
first question I want to answer, and what many of you guys may be wondering, is what is the backrooms?
Wait, at least there's a plug so you can charge your phone.
Is it really just an alternate reality, or is it something man-made? And the answer is yes. Well, it's a lot more complicated
man-made?
and somehow simpler than that. So in Kane Pixel's Backrooms, Async is a research facility that in the 80s had proposed an idea to create a machine that could open up a small pocket universe that could help the world store things. Yeah, the Backrooms is basically a glorified closet. Well, it didn't start off that way, at least. Truly, the Backrooms idea was formed years before at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, where research was done in a particle acceleration by a Philip R. Heyman.
So basically, it was some scientists messing around. They accidentally created a pocket universe that's just a bunch of random hallways, and you get lost in. And then there's also an entity that wants to kill you. Oh, nice, man. That's amazing.
Particle acceleration is actually a real-world science where particles are shot at each other to make a reaction at very high speeds. I bet you guys didn't think we were going to be learning about molecule science, huh? And over the years,
who wants to have a sleepover in the back rooms? Guys, hide and seek in the back rooms challenge overnight. 3 a.m. hide and seek in the back room. What if we did manhunt with a gun though in the back rooms? That'd be fire as hell.
This idea
You would lick me?
and research grew into a bigger project with more funding where it would culminate with this.
Is this the found footage? See, that's why you don't mess around with science. I'm not even joking, man. Like, you mix the wrong two chemicals together and you have Hiroshima on your front desk, bro. Holy lore. Wait, this is the formation of the backrooms? Oh, hell no. Knowing my dumb ass, bro, I would genuinely run through that door immediately. It just looks too, like, shiny. Like, you know what I mean? That yellow, bright light. You gots to go inside of there.
The first contact into the backrooms. Possibly the greatest scientific breakthrough of all time, just ignore the shock waves of earthquakes and thousands dead or injured because of this experiment. An entirely new, ever-expanding dimension at Async's fingertips. And they thought of the idea to market this as not just a way to store Earth's waste and debris, but also have entire residential areas, stores, restaurant, entire living
that makes
in the
sense.
backrooms. Which, not gonna lie to you, would have been pretty genius because you would basically have infinite storage. You may not think that's insane, but unlimited storage is like.
But like anyone with claustrophobia, there's no way they could live in there. Like you would need to find a select number of people that would want to live there. Like some weird people.
My new viewer just popping into stream. I'm just wondering if you're gay.
Yo, I feel like chat. Would it be bad if we just like use the back rooms for homeless people? It's like, okay, we have all this extra space. We have a homeless housing problem. Put them all in there. Like, it's better than being outside in the cold. Where are they getting food? The Backrooms Cafe. So they would actually open a cafe on every corner, and you can just buy food from there.
Having unlimited money, new places to venture, new worlds to discover at that point. Ever need a space to put those old suitcases? Gotta fix for that. Nowhere to put your old clothes? Gotta fix for that. Need to
smart
hide a
actually in a
where it
way.
can never be found. Well, the Backrooms is just for you. But there's only one problem. Well, not one, a lot of problems actually. This isn't the only portal open. Multiple around the world begin to open up, leading to people falling in and getting lost in the halls. Soon after the experiments, Async begins to do their own ventures into the Backrooms, cataloging the surrounding area, but quickly realize that the place is unstable, as the walls seem to shift and move. Even one of their own researchers gets lost.
So everything in the Backrooms is basically dynamic. The exits, the walls. Wait, in the game, does that happen too? I'm pretty sure in the game, all the walls stay in the same place. Like if you walk into a new room, for example, nothing changes. That's good to know, man. Damn. If I'm ever in the Backrooms, that's some good knowledge.
So they begin to be more careful, building into the Backrooms.
Something.
As it seems, if you bring something that connects
I
you to
love
the
how
original
you
portal,
stop
such
talking
as a
like a
rope,
good boy to
or
listen
even,
to
I
the
guess, entire
TTS
infrastructure.
heart.
If you bring something that connects you to the original portal, such as a rope, or even, I guess, entire infrastructure, the Backrooms will not change around you. It will become more
Oz,
stable.
when can I
And
pet
oh yeah,
you?
that lost async research.
Oh, so if you have something in the hallway, like an object or something to block the walls from changing and shifting, then it won't change. I understand. That's why they use the rope in the movies, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna adapt that.
He
would never
was
do that.
Peter Trench, who's on a voyage mapping out the area, who got distracted by some noise away from the team and got transported to what seemed like a different area, but we actually find out that he was pushed through time. And this is where the confusing stuff really happens. Because
Wait. So not only is it manipulating space in the way that the hallways shift, it's manipulating time. That's pretty terrifying. So it's kind of like an Interstellar when he's like, Murph, don't let me leave, Murph. But you're in the back rooms instead. Oh, that's scary as hell.
the backrooms, yes, can push people both forward and back in time. Pushing Peter, funnily enough, to when Async was giving the Department of Energy a tour to get funding from the government. Good old government, always getting in everything bad. But this was a major
I did not know about that.
because Async just assumed that Peter was lost to the halls or the mold.
Is this the movie plot or is this just like the lost footage plot, like the OG online plot?
Monster. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this Backroom series also has a skinny mold monster that chases and consumes people.
Oh, it's a
even
series.
mimicking human voices to lure them out or possibly even takes their last words. Not much is known about them, honestly, only that they are native to the Backrooms and could possibly be people who died getting taken over by the toxic environment. Now, Async isn't oblivious
Wait, it's the souls of the people that died in the back rooms? That's actually a scary theory.
to all that is happening here. At first, yes, they may have been naive to what they were getting themselves into, but as they got deeper into this mess, they start to do some questionable things, such as holding Peter hostage, even faking his death, supposedly. He might be alive, he might not be, I don't know.
Okay, Async is like the company that created the Backrooms, right? The fictional research institute discovered an existing empty, so they existed it. They found it. They didn't make it. They opened a doorway into a bizarre infinite. They opened a doorway though. Oh, okay. So it wasn't something they made, but it's something they found.
Start to do some questionable things, such as holding Peter hostage, even faking his death, supposedly. He might be alive, he might not be, I don't know. Kane needs to release some more videos for us to figure that out. And even hiding bodies.
Peter's not alive, bro, let's be
Backrooms
honest.
Of people who just fall through a doorway. And of course, you know, they get very money hungry. What major corporation isn't? And so far, you have all major plot points of the story, except, if I should throw this out there, I'm not covering everything like I said, because sure, you have some random green glowing rooms and people who actually have made it out, but those plot lines are smaller compared to what I think is happening with the Backrooms.
Yeah, like this is really weird, right? The random like bridges with buildings around it. That's eerie, especially because it looks like a void of just like, what even is this? Stars and like nighttime light.
And this is more a personal theory, but also probably not, because it has to deal with the time travel, which I kind of glossed over earlier. Remember when I mentioned that painting we saw earlier in Clark's shop reappearing in the Backrooms? Well, we see similar wall paintings in the online series as well. And at the time, I wasn't too sure what they were, or even why they were there. I chalked it up to the Backrooms trying to imitate the real world, but the Backrooms isn't trying to imitate the real world. I think that the Backrooms is colliding different moments in time together.
Oh my gosh, the Backrooms is the real world, and we're in the fake world. Oh my gosh, I just cracked the code.
So this is what we're looking at in this video is outside the backrooms, but we externally exist in the backrooms. I'm about to cry.
All at once. The thing that really made me think this was rewatching the Backrooms found footage 3. Yes, it was 45 minutes long, and yes, I rewatched it probably 7 times for both of these videos.
What a nerd, okay? I would never do that, okay?
But here we get a moment where we're following our new main protagonist. I say new because most of the time they die or we don't know what happens to them. Entering the Backrooms that he just accidentally got into and is lost, searching around, where he comes to a house which is not unusual to see, but this one is fully furnished and you can even hear other people.
No. When you can hear people, run. That's one of the rules of the Backrooms. I watched this one TikTok and they told me, and it was like telling me all the stuff you do and don't do in the Backrooms. And apparently, like once you hear voices or you hear applauding or you hear anything, you need to get going. You need to run.
Someone out there?
I'm sorry. I don't know where I am. I need help.
You're on private property. You need to leave.
What?
I'm trying, okay?
And he gets to a point against the wall where he's actively talking with somebody through not even a doorway. It's like he can hear a next door neighbor, but he can't exit, which is odd. It's almost
Is he communicating with the real world? Maybe the people that he's talking to aren't in the Backrooms, but they're in like the real world equivalent, or they're like wherever the exit would be.
Like the worlds seem to be merging together. Like I mentioned before, the Backrooms is unstable. It shifts around unless it is attached to something in the real world. And I personally think that async opening up the portal to the Backrooms made the entire world itself unstable. Now we're gonna get a little scientific here, but imagine if this was a real life thing. Imagine having a pocket dimension that you could just go in and out of at any time. Not only would that be super cool, but it would take an insane amount of energy. Ripping the fabric of space-time would not be so easy. Hence the reason why they were blasting particles at each other to release huge amounts of energy. So my own headcanon is that the Backrooms is actively taking so much energy from the universe, it's basically merging it into itself. And not just our time right now.
So if the Backrooms is merging the real world into itself, or it's merging the parallel universes together, that means that it's slowly but surely going to inwardly collapse in a catastrophic ending. Oh, that's not what I was going to say. I had something, but then I lost it and I started yapping. No, I had something, but then it freaking left. That explains why there's certain areas in the Backrooms that aren't just rooms, and they're like, oh, you know, offices, or like beams that you walk across, or houses, or, you know, buildings, or theme parks, or water parks, right? It kind of explains why that stuff is, because that's apparently the merging from the real world. But it's weird because, like, it's just the objects, not the people.
But possibly every time ever. And the longer that the Backroom stays open, the more information and energy it steals. That's why in earlier versions, there was less stuff in it, less human things. But as it advances, we get huge buildings, city streets, fully furnished houses that I think are all combining from the real world. But that's just my personal theory. And if you thought
I like
that
that
was
theory.
crazy, go watch the whole hour-and-a-half video. It gets so much more insane and detail-oriented, but hopefully...
Chad, do you guys want to watch the hour 34-minute video? We can do a long breakdown for 10 hours of what it's about. Imagine the Backrooms, but all the walls were black. That would be scary. You just don't know where you're walking. What is found footage? Is this all CGI?
All right, that was good. I'm thinking we get a wide angle and then we're done. All right, yeah, cool.
Oh, he's gonna no clip. He's gonna no clip.
Like how much further? Like
A little more.
you got?
Yeah.
Imagine your particles line up perfectly, and then you just get freaking no clipped into the void. That's cooked. That's unfortunate. Yo, I'm so good off this though. You know what I mean? Chad, what would you do if this happened to you? I don't even know. You just gotta look for an exit. That's the only thing you do. By yourself. What do you think his friends are thinking when he sees him just fall through the ground? He's not even screaming. Is he not scared? Dude, you're about to die, buddy. Oh, he's okay.